So we're going to the countryside of Komoro, so I need to take a 3-hour bus from the Shinjuku bus terminal. I don't know about you guys, but I really like just traveling for long periods of time in one place. It kind of just feels like a good reason to just disconnect for, a couple hours. It was the last week before a deadline for a huge translation competition I was doing. So the biggest reason for this countryside retreat was actually to help myself hone in on my translation and put myself in a relaxing environment. It turned out to be the best place for that, but more on why later. After enjoying the beautiful Komoro station, I got picked up by one of the guest house owners and we just had a little chat.
なんでしょう、その祖父母が、農家をしてるので、こういう感じの道路がすごく懐かしいですね。なんかほぼ同じような感覚で、はい。
And when we finally arrived, I can easily say I was absolutely stunned with how beautiful it was. And if you think that was nice, wait till you see my area. So where I was staying was this beautiful hand-built painted earth house, which was next to this huge structural art piece, which is always on display. Oh, this is really important. Let me just pet this cat before it runs away from me. Wait. No. Oh. And now one of my favorite spots of this entire area. By the way, that black and white thing is actually a pinhole camera. Can you believe that? But never mind that. Look at that view. Now, the food was honestly one of the best parts of the trip. A mix of local Japanese food and the best worldwide recipes they've gathered from people that stayed at the guest house before. There would be a bunch of veggie dishes when all of a sudden a plate of pasta would come out of nowhere. Oh, everything was so good, man. We talked and drank for hours and hours, and it was really just such a relaxing night. It was such a nice sense of community, so different from Tokyo that I really kind of missed, So it's been quite the first night. We had a super long talk about all sorts of Japanese writers, and they gave me a bunch of advice on how to kind of expand my literary knowledge in a way. It's a fun time. It's good. It feels nice. So I originally planned to just stay one night, but after that first night I knew I had to stay longer, so I ended up extending my stay by one more day. And one of the craziest things is that the next morning is when I found out that by all odds, Yu-sang, one of the owners, is actually an author. And he previously taught one of the texts I was translating, so he was super knowledgeable about how to interpret very specific parts of the text. I don't think I've ever learned so much in such a short amount of time, and I was just really able to pick his brain. But yeah, anyways, after breakfast with, by the way, some of the best pour-over coffee I've ever had, I hitched a ride back to the city of Komoro with some new friends I made the previous night that were also staying in the guest house, and then I just kind of explored the city by myself. From the Komoro Castle ruins to art galleries to outlooks surrounded by nature to outlooks of the entire city, everything was just so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh god. And even though I was at my physical limit after walking around everywhere, I still felt absolutely reinvigorated by the time I got back. So with all the excitement and motivation flowing from the adventure so far, I was able to actually progress more on my translation, then recovering enough energy to take a scenic walk around the farmland surrounding the guest house, where I saw some things I really did not expect to see. And ended it with another dinner full of great food, never-ending drinks, and of course, fun conversation. The next morning was an early one. Finally coming to the realization that I actually had to go back home, I just took some time to really take in the peaceful countryside at 5 a.m. And even while I was on my way back, I already knew I had to come back again sometime, which funnily enough I actually ended up doing with a friend a couple months later. Also, I've left links to their Airbnb and official website down in the description below for whoever wants to kind of experience the same thing that I did. By the way, this isn't a sponsor. But yeah, my goal with this video was just to kind of encourage slowing down a little bit, also just changing your environment if possible if you ever need that extra boost of energy. I also wanted to kind of show the more quiet countryside that you don't usually see too often, and get you guys more excited to explore Japan whenever everything finally opens up again. But anyways, for now, I guess I'll see you guys again sometime soon.